Hello and happy Vlogmas! Welcome back. So today, well, first of all, I'm Jules. I am one half of the Nutty Nitty sisters, along with my sister Judith. We have this channel here on YouTube where we like to share all of our fiber love and fiber adventures and share Vlogmas with you. So thank you very much for checking this out. And if you're new, we would love to have you subscribe and join the community. And if you're returning, of course, we love having you here in the community. Thank you for coming back. And someone wants some attention. One moment. Okay, this is Calla. She's my little baby. She's very much a mama's girl. Wants a little attention because I've been working all day. And she didn't get enough, apparently. So I guess she will join us for the podcast. Okay, so today I am going to be combining day 3 and day 4 because day 3 honestly just got completely away from me. I was trying to get so many things done and prepare for work today, of course, so it just completely got away from me. So we will open day 3 and 4 boxes. And before we get to that, I had a delivery today that I've been waiting on for a while. It's from across the pond, and it's something that I've been watching and hoping would become available again, and that I would be able to get it when it did become available again. So I will show you. It's a big one. Put it over here. So this is a stash can. It's from John Arbon Textiles in Devon, England, and they're very cool cans. I have never been able to get to a festival or go to their open mill days or whatever because they are across the pond. But they have tons of these at in their display when they have fiber festivals and things. And they're just a really cool can. I've wanted one for storing my fiber. I do have it stored right now in weather-tight plastic containers. But I like the idea of this. It's a very sturdy cardboard container. It has a really cool closure to it, which is a band here. We actually had one of these, a 55-gallon size one, when I was a girl growing up, and so it reminded me of that too. Has a nice lid with it, and of course it has a ton of room in it. So my plan is to try to get all of my spinning fiber in this container, and then I can either move those plastic containers onto other owners or repurpose them for something else. So these came up, and I was just very excited that I was going to be able to get this. They are not inexpensive, but the good thing is the shipping is included in the price of the stash can, and you can fill it with whatever you want, and that with that shipping included, you're not going to pay extra for your shipping. So it was a pretty good deal, and of course I had to put some stuff in it because why would I not take advantage of that shipping included? Didn't go overboard. I did not fill it, but I did get a few things. One thing that I got is their annual, and it's a beautiful little book. I've gotten annual 1 and annual 2. This is annual 3, and it's put together very nicely. It has wonderful pictures all through it, scenery. It's just a very beautiful book. It's full of patterns, full of information. It's just great. It gives information about all of their yarn lines and everything, and little extras all through it. It's just a really beautiful book. I enjoy it every time I get it. So far I've got every one of them, thank goodness. See if I can keep that up. And with the book, you actually got some little stickers. And if you recognize these at all, these are Katie Green designed stickers. The Green Bean podcast, if you check that out, you'll see Katie there. And her designs are very distinctive. And I can spot them as soon as I see them. They're just so cute and detailed. They're just really fun. Got a little stash can right here, if you can see that. There's a stash can. And this is pretty much how they're used. As that roving is coming off of the machines, it coils itself in these stash cans. It's really, really interesting. If you go to the John Arbin Textiles website, they have some videos and things that you can see there, different snippets of things in the mill. It's pretty interesting, really cool. And they use their local wools for their yarns, and they come up with their colors by blending the colored wool. So it's not spun in a neutral color and then dyed. It's the wool is dyed and then it's blended to come up with their colorways. So lots of depth of colors and variations in their skeins. They're really cool. So, for example, they had some limited edition yarns and some new lines. One of them that really caught my eye is their squish line. So I will share with you. Yes, I hadn't even opened these till now with you. These squish line yarns are a limited edition. They're an Aran weight. This one is Squish 2, and this is Into the Light. So this is a light color. And it really, I mean, if you think of Shetland wool, it's typically a good, sturdy, rustic yarn. Some people call it scratchy or itchy and cannot wear it next to their skin. I would challenge you to call this a rustic yarn. It is so soft. It is just not what you think of when you think of a rustic Shetland wool. It is 60% Falkland merino and 40% alpaca. So it is not that traditional rustic yarn. It is a blend. And if you can see, hopefully you can see in the colors there, you can see how it's almost heathered but blended, because you get the bits of the different colors of yarns that have been blended together to get that color. And it's beautiful. I love that. It's almost unexpected. You see at a distance a lightish, purplish, lilac-y type of yarn. You get it up close and look at it and you're like, oh my goodness, there's pink, there's red, there's blue, there's all sorts of colors in there that make up that color, and it's just really unique. And this is also Squish 2. This is Into the Dark. So this one is a very dark, almost looks black, but if you get it up close, you can see that it's got blues, very dark blues, even has like maybe almost parts and pieces of greens and browns and things in it. Colors you would not expect to see that make up this color. But again, very soft, and the name Squish is great because it is very squishy. I mean, you can see how well it rebounds. It's great. So I'm really looking forward to trying that out. Don't know what it will grow up to be yet, but it's beautiful and I can't wait to use it. They also had a special pack. This was called, what was this called? Well, it was a marl set, and they had different colorways for these marl sets. I chose a colorway that was called Stepping Stone. This one is 100% British wool. It's an approximate meterage and approximate weight because the skeins are all different. it's a marl set, so it's made by applying singles together to create a beautiful blend of coordinated colors. They're perfectly imperfect, they call it. Each skein varies slightly in weight, but they do add up to the total given on the card. And they may have an occasional thick or thin bit in them. So it was a very good deal for these yarns. There's 6 skeins of yarn in here. And I just thought this colorway was very pretty. And I thought that they paired nicely together. So no real like color names on them because every one of them is just a little bit unique. These 3 are very close. I would say these 2 are almost twins, basically the same greens and blues in those. This one has a little bit of purple with the blues, but very closely related colors there. And this is very soft. It's 100% British wool, but some people with lots of sensitivity might say that you couldn't wear this next to your skin. I think I would have no problem wearing it next to my skin. I can wear plotalopi and things like that next to my skin. But yeah, I thought this was really cool. And then the other 3 skeins that came with it are definitely color coordinated and will work well with those if I decide to use them all together. But you can see there where this one is a much smaller skein. These 2 are much larger, but the entire 6 skeins add up to that total meterage that's on the card. So really interesting the way, you know, they blend their colors. You get that little bit of barber poling here and there. So it's almost a spin cycle effect kind of thing, you know. There's a lot of places doing that now. It's very popular, and I just thought their colors were really beautiful. And I've got some shuffle wool that is that kind of marling. I do not have spin cycle. I've never had spin cycle yet, so I thought this is really cool. I could try that out. Yes, so this was a fun day. Fun day of deliveries. So let's just get that over here. Oops, get you out of the way too. My goodness. Right. Yes. Gotta be careful with the baby. Yes. She likes to be near me so much that sometimes she is right underfoot. Sometimes she gets a little nervous because I get a little close. She'll let a little yipe out. She's just so small. All about 7 pounds is about all that she is. She's my little pocket girl, right? Yeah. She's a mama's girl. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the Advents. Of course, I have the Advent from my sister Judith. We curated and swapped Advents with each other. We did it last year. We're doing it this year. This year's is very special because she dyed my Advent for me this year. So that's quite special. I also this year got the Legacy Fiber Artz Advent. So we'll have those. And Judith and I together got a Hogmanay Box through Anne Frost of the I Thought I Knew How podcast. So we will have a couple of those to open. So let's get right to it. I want to open some boxes. So with Judith, I do have to watch as I'm going along because there are some little extras on certain days that I am supposed to open before I open the box. 3 and 4 do not have an extra. So here is box 3. Here is box 4. And we can get right to it. So box 3. This one says, oh, I forgot to mention, this is based on the story 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. So each box is a progression in that story. So this one is, the children were nestled all snug in their beds while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And the colorway is Visions of Sugar Plums. And yes, it is. She does so good with this. Look at that color. It's perfect. It's all the plummy colors. She did a great job. Give you a close-up of it there. That's getting blown out a little bit. It's a little bit deeper purple than that. This is coming out very like pinky, and it's definitely more purpley. I don't know how to get it to not blow out so much. It's very much plum colors, and this is on Nomad Yarns Marshmallow DK, and it's a very soft and very squishy base. It's beautiful. So great job, Judith. You nailed it again. So that is box 3. Let's see what we have for box 4. So this part of the poem is, and Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. And the colorway is Mama's Kerchief. Aww. Great interpretation. She did a great job again. All those feminine colors, you know, maybe a white kerchief with little pink ribbons, or those feminine color ribbons and decorations. Like, she got it. She did very well. Good job, Judith. I love it. Oh, the base is just so good. All right. This is going to be very, very pretty. I am so impressed. I know she says she just does this for fun, but Judy doesn't do anything without it being perfect. And she does such a good job. She's very meticulous and careful and plans things very well. So no surprise to me that it turns out so well. She's just got a gift for it. All right, so let's go ahead and go to our Legacy Fiber Artz Advent. This one came with the card to tell you the different colors as you go. If you remember from day 2, I had to pause the video because day 2 was hiding right in plain sight, but it was hiding to my eyes. And I mentioned in day 1, I thought as each day went, I might color this so that at the end I have a nice little colored picture to go with my Advent. So I've got day 1 and day 2 done. So I will have to do day 3 and day 4. So let's see if we can find our day 3 and 4 here. So day 3, which I had found, there it is, String Light Repair Shop. So that's the color name for day 3, is String Light Repair Shop. So here's our day 3. Let's see what String Light Repair Shop looks like. Oh my goodness, how pretty. I don't know if the light, oh yes, light's picking it up a little bit there. This is a sparkle. Oh, this is pretty. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That is like all the colors of the lights. And yeah, I think you're getting a little bit of the sparkle there. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, I love it. That is really pretty. Get it right up close there where you can see all those colors, all that sparkle. So pretty. Oh, I really like yarns like that are just splashed with color. The thing is, I don't really wear those kind of colors, but I love them. I think they are so beautiful. That is just, it's just beautiful. Oh, love it. All right, and then day 4. See if I can find day 4 again. Oh, without too much trouble. I know I had seen it. And here we go again. Okay, where'd you go? Oh, day 4, right here. This is, oh, Dasher's Donuts. So that ought to be interesting. Dasher's Donuts. let's see what Dasher's Donuts would be all about. What is it, Gabba? What is it? Oh, cute. Dasher's Donuts. Look at that. How cool. Kind of reminds me of like apple cider donuts. That's what it reminds me of. The red of the apples and maybe the brown of the cinnamon, the brown of the reindeer. Very pretty. Yeah, they do a great job with their colors. There's a little up close of the colors. Very pretty. All right, that is great. I love their interpretations of those names. Spot on. So two more colors, or two more scenes to color there. Keep up with my picture. I think that'll be really cute to have that to go along with the Advent. So there we are. We're through day 4 of Judith's and Legacy Fiber Artz. Now let's go to day 3 and 4 of the Hogmanay Box. So these are all Scottish yarns. If I remember right, it was 5 different yarn producers in Scotland. So we'll have an assortment from 5 different yarn producers in Scotland. The first 2 days were Uredale yarns, which I love Uredale yarns. I've done color work with them and they work very well. And their colors are just beautiful. So we have day 3 here. Let's see what we have for a yarn in day 3. Oh, another Uredale. There's their label. It's their jumper weight. It is 25 grams, 86 meters approximately, which I did the conversion, put it on the screen in day 2. It's about 93 yards. And this one, the color is Ling Heath or Ling Heath. I don't exactly know how you pronounce that, but it is a beautiful color. It's getting blown out just a little bit. It's got a little bit more of a purpley depth to it. I don't know if I tilt it down a bit. That's more true, like right in here. It's beautiful. It's a very vibrant, saturated color, and that is just beautiful. Oh, love it, love it. And all of these yarns are going to go together into a project at the end. I believe it's a home item of some sort. It's like maybe a home decor kind of thing. But let's see what's in day 4. Sorry for the crinkle. I'm trying to minimize it. Okay, another Uredale yarns. Beautiful. This one is S. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. It's 3 letters. I should be able to get that right. And this one is a little bit darker. We had an oatmeal heather kind of color on day 2. This one is a little bit darker, a little bit deeper. Very beautiful. Of course, I love my browns. So that is great. So far, the first 4 days are Uredale yarns. Let's see if we continue that trend when we open day 5. So yes, there's the Hogmanay Box. You can always go to IthoughtIKnewHow.com, and she has information there. If you go into the store part, the Hogmanay boxes are sold out, but there's some good information in the listing there about the Hogmanay Box. And this is the first year we've done it, so really excited. The last day, it's actually a 31-day Advent. So the last day, there will be the pattern for all the yarns to make that project, and a few extras from Scotland. So pretty excited to see what those are too. All right, so I also forgot to mention day 2, my grandson and I went to see the new Hunger Games of Songbirds and Snakes. oh my goodness, if you liked The Hunger Games, you need to go see this. It's so good. It's so good. It answers a lot of questions, and it also leaves a lot of questions. But I thought it was a really, really good movie. I was totally into it the whole time. So would highly recommend that one. And let's see, I'm also, I kind of got into, what do they call it? Is it, well, it's Audible with Amazon, so books that are read to you. Audio books, there we go. And I had been hearing a lot about this, I believe it's called From Ash and Blood. And I have that I'm reading through. It's about 19 hours, and I don't know how many chapters it is, but I think I'm on chapter 5 or 6, so it's really good. I'm liking it. I just am not, I don't feel like I'm getting it maybe as much, not as like sucked into it. When it's an audio book, I feel like I get much more into them when they're a movie. I'm a very visual person. I learn best by visually, I can read instructions and I can figure it out, but I retain much better and process and understand much better visually. So I think that's probably why movies are more my thing than books or audiobooks. But it's good. I'm glad I'm listening to it, and if there was ever a movie, I will have this background to look at the movie through the lens of having read the book or had the book read to me. Okay, so tomorrow, since it's already dark now, tomorrow I will try to get some pictures. We got snow overnight. I'll put in a little snippet. Before I went to bed, I kind of got a surprise. I went to walk by the window and I went, oh, we're getting snow. We probably had maybe a half an inch at that point, but I just grabbed a little snippet of video to show that it was falling out there on the deck. So I'll have that for you. And then tomorrow I will try to get some, we ended up with maybe, I'm thinking it must have been somewhere around 5 or 6 inches, and there's potential for it to continue a little bit tonight maybe, so we'll see what we've got tomorrow. I'll include some update on that. So once again, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you stopping by, checking it out. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and we would love to have you subscribe, because we would love to have you be part of the community. If you are part of our community, thank you for coming back. Thank you for watching, and please go ahead and give it a like as well. And I hope that you will join me again for day 5.